Hiya plastic people. Today we're going to be unboxing the Formbot Trident kit. This is the 250 cube size. Here's the web page for them. I bought this with my own money. They don't know I'm making this. Everything was, just personal. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's 2.4. I haven't built anything but I haven't built a Trident, even though I did build the salad fork, so we'll see how this one turns out. I wanted to get something I hadn't done. I've done an LDO, I've done a Magic Studio. I don't remember the company the Trident or the salad fork was, but I figured I'd give the Formbot a try. I know some people have poo-pooed on them in the past, but I've also heard they've gotten better, so we'll see how everything looks and feels as we go through this. Link for this, the Voron CNC Tap from Chaoticlab will be going on this as well, and I'll have the link for that is in the description, and I'll be showing it off on camera. I've also got a WaveShare 4.3 that should work, and I've got some big tree check stuff that I'll be showing as well. So let's go ahead and start unboxing. Hopefully the camera's up high enough. It's as high as it'll go. So the box is in pretty good shape. It said it shipped from California. It didn't take but a few days to get to me here in Tennessee. So I wasn't too bad on that. Of course, we open it up and we've got foam right on the top. Not much you weren't expecting. Got our acrylic panels. They're acrylic panels. Those will go on, of course, the sides to enclose it. Alright, and then our darker panels, our black panels for the back and the bottom. Again, they're acrylic panels, nothing special. Alright, another layer of foam. Have a SanDisk branded 32 gig SSD. 4x3 PTFE and 4x2 PTFE for our reverse Bowden power cable, US power cable to that. That's good. Nylon zip ties. Supposed to be real Gates belts. I don't see any labeling on that one. So there's the Omron. Says that it's an Omron. We won't be using that anyway. It does have some plastic injection parts given as gift, it says. And these are, looks like they are, no wonder they're giving them out. It says it comes with all the parts for stealth burner, but this is afterburner. So yeah, won't be using that. I will be building stealth burner. Thermal fuse for the bed. VHB tape and foam. Cable sleeving. I don't know if I'll use that. We'll be going CAN bus again on this one. There's our SSR mount. Dockenge brushless fans. And that's with the same brand for the blower and the hot end fan. So this got pre-crimped wiring. Again, probably won't be using most of this. as I'll be going CAN bus, but I will be using some of it, bed wiring, motor wiring, and the like. Big Tree Tech octopus board with my rubber ducky, jumpers, USB cable, and the like. I think we've all seen octopus boards. Big Tree Tech drivers for the motors. I'll look at picking up either printing out or picking up another bin for all of these. It would have been nice if it was in a little plastic container instead of just baggies, but I can work with it either way. Cable chains, and they do open, so that's good. Don't have to feed them through and through and through. More plastic injection parts given as gift. This is for the filter, which I will not be using. I'll be closing off the back anyway. And looks like the spool holder in there, that might be used. And also the display parts. Well, I know one thing I might do with it. It's got heat sets in there. I might pull all those out, put them in my stash, because you can always use more heat sets. That's nice too. Filter for the filter if you're using your amplifier feet for the bottom of the printer. End stop boards. I haven't decided if I'm going to go sensorless or use the end stop boards. Z end stop and of course your X and Y. Since I'll be using tap, the Z end stop won't be used. We'll decide later on the other end stops. Got a RJ45 to RJ45 coupler. Pulleys, magnets, spherical bearings, Bowden coupler, pin for the end stop, the Z end stop, and then your smaller pulleys. Thermistor. I did order this with the V6 style clone hot end. I will be using a Revo Voron, so these I won't need, but I'll add them to my stash. Who knows? They may come in handy another time. They may not. I've got Revos on all but my Prusa right now, and I do have the Revo 6 to put in there, and I'll video it whenever I get around to actually doing it. When it's not printing and I have time with the others printing, I'll probably use it. Power supply for the Pi. It does say it's a Meanwell, so hopefully that's the case. It looks the same as the other Meanwell I've got. So I know the clones have gotten really good and sometimes really hard to tell the fakes from the real ones. Display, and again another rubber ducky. I'm building up quite a few of those, it seems. This won't be used. I've got the WaveShare touchscreen to use, but I'll just add it to my stash. I've already got two others in there. And then our power supply, LRS 200, and again does say it's Meanwell, so I have to do some more research to make sure. It is set to 230. So let's see if we can get in there and change that to my 115. That way I don't have any problems when we get it in. linear rails. They're Vivdino branded. Of course, I'll clean them and get them lubed up. So we've got all the linear rails, the 3 for Z, the X and Y, or the Y. According to the web page, these are all Moons motors. Here are the 3 for the bed. And they're just your standard bars, not the nice Teflon coated stuff. Kind of spoiled with that on the LDO V0. That's a really nice finish on those rods. All right, another layer of foam. Again, this is the smaller 250 cube. So there is our Vivdino 300-watt heater. Does come with a bed that needs to be cleaned. It's got some adhesive or something on there. And it is a 2-sided bed, powder coated on one, smooth on the other. And of course the magnets. And then our actual build plate. Says it is a precision machined cast aluminum plate. Does not look to be too bad. I do see the machining marks. I'll have to check and see, at least as best I can, to make sure it's flat, but I don't really have a good way to measure it. Tap will help take care of most of the imperfections. All right. Next layer of foam. Does say Moons, Shanghai Moons Company, with all the specs for the motors. I do prefer the single piece power infused, but this will work. Actually, it might be. I don't see another piece. There's the V6 clone. So that might all be in one. And then your power switch. Yeah, this is all in one. I kind of like the one that's got the power switch all in one, but at the same time, with it this way, maybe I'll be able to mount the power switch to the front and leave the plug on the back, or put the power switch on the side. And it comes with 4 extra fuses, which is really nice. 2 4-amp, 2 8-amp. Some don't come with any extras, so it's always nice to see. All right. Packs of bearings. Motors out, I guess. That will be our... Said it came with the parts for Stealth Burner, but this would be the motor for Afterburner. I've got another round pancake motor, so I'm not too worried about it. And then our X and Y motors, and they are the same Moons branded anyway motors. Need to check these. These don't have the any at all. No branding on these anywhere that I see. So hopefully they're all the same. They say they're supposed to all be Moons. There is our SSR. It does say... Now let's go to the other camera. See if that'll focus. Says it's an Omron. Doesn't want to focus very well, but it does say it's an Omron, so I know there's some out there that say they're Omrons and aren't. All of our extrusions. They all look good. Don't see any problems. Hopefully they're square. That's the bigger issue that we might run into. But the powder coating on them looks good. And they powder coated the ends as well. So that, again, that's, you know, neither here nor there. And some people prefer it, some people don't. It looks nicer when you've got exposed ends, that's for sure. But I'm not going to search one out over another just because of that. So we've got all our extrusions. All the foam is nicely cut out so that it can hold all of the stuff. 2 din rails. Let's see if we can get this out of there. Extruder drive gears and parts. So that's nice. And then this should be the end of this box. And it is. So that is all of that. And then we've also got Big Tree Tech Pi, the BTT Pi board. So of course, another rubber ducky, heat sink, the Wi-Fi antenna. Sent me a sticker, and then the board itself, which is their Pi clone. Pies are so hard to come by. This was like 20 bucks on their site. I ordered it direct from Big Tree Tech. I've heard decent about it. I figure, you know, I've got extra Pi 4s in the closet, but let's give this a try and see what it's like. And if it works, then it doesn't matter to me which one I'm running, as long as what I'm running works. This is the CAN module that goes on top of that board. So this will plug in directly to the board for CAN bus, and then I can run all my CANs through this rather than having another board to go inside or the electronics compartment. This will, I can get, there we go. So this goes on, I believe it goes this way. Just goes on like that. Makes it a nice compact, might go on the other way, but it just pops straight into that board, so you don't have to worry about another board. And then this gives me all the CAN capabilities. So that'll be interesting to see how we're doing that and getting to run the new stuff that way. And then last that I've got out here is the Chaoticlab Tap. Let's see if we can get it better. Here we go, Chaoticlab Tap. And this one came with a carbon fiber Chaoticlab sticker, a aluminized Chaoticlab sticker telling me not to tear it apart. Then I've got the black version. So I do not feel any side-to-side motion at all. This is the second batch, so it should have, it's got the high wind rail, and supposedly they fixed it to where it does not have that slop that they were seeing in the initial ones, and that's kind of nice. And then inside it's got the little cable for it. I meant to pull out colors. I have not started printing yet. this one we'll be using Cruciment filament, ASA. So we've got the ASA Sapphire Blue will be the primary color. So that'll be a nice darkish blue for the primary, and then Signal White for the accent colors, and of course the black frame. Would have been nice to have the LDO, but none of the frame colors I wanted were in stock anyway. So I was going to be stuck with black or black. So I figured if I'm going to do black, I might as well go with the Formbot, save a little money, but also get a chance to see how they've progressed, check out the quality, and see, you know, if these are real Moons motors, like they say. The rails, they look okay. I don't really see any problems with them. They've got little stoppers just through the here. It's moving nicely. We'll see how that works out. Again, these do say that they are mean wells. So if they're real mean wells, hey, great. Doesn't look any different to me than the Triangle Labs stuff, so this looks fine. I'll have to get my other motors out so I can get that round pancake stepper. Does not look, let's go back here, like I said, the Trident says CW2 extruder. I got the double-sided PEI sheet, stealth burner. Of course, we got the injection molded parts here are all afterburner. But I'm not going to use. I wouldn't be using them anyway. I'd be printing out. So, not too worried about that. Hot end, like I said, I ordered a Revo Voron. It's on its way. Should be here by next week. It'll definitely be here long before I get all the prints done, since I haven't even started printing yet. Of course, no Pi, but I did go with this BTT Klipper Pi. They've got it here. I actually ordered it straight from BQ or Big Tree Tech, rather than ordering it through there, and that was mainly because I could get the can board at the same time, and I looked at the difference in price. It was a little bit cheaper to go ahead and just order it all through BQ and be done with it. And then Chaoticlab, theirs here, they do have linked to their GitHub so that I can pull up the instructions for the CNC Voron Tap, which I've got another one of them coming to put on my 2.4. I really like the quality of this one, at least from feeling it, and that just means that I can use the other tap parts I've got to build a boop for the Salad Pi. I'm just going to watch the boop GitHub for when that's ready, and be ready to build one of those. I might even jump on it while it's still in the beta. So we'll get started printing in the next couple of days, and currently the plan is to do a Monday stream, probably Monday late morning, for the build, starting here in a couple of weeks. I'll try to put something up on the page to let everybody know when that's going to start, and then anything else that's coming that I don't have currently, or that's in boxes that I've got to still dig out, I'll show that off as we go along, and hopefully have a nice built 250 Trident here in a month and a half, 2 months, depending on how much time I want to put in each Monday to the build. And we'll get there, and definitely want to see how this CNC Tap's going to work out for me. I love the look of this thing. Too bad it's going to be buried behind the hot end, because it feels like it's such a shame to bury this thing behind all that plastic to where you can't see it. It's definitely a good looking little piece here. And then hopefully with that electrical or that optical switch, everything has said that it's extremely nice as far as accuracy, and it feels like it weighs next to nothing. So that's good on the X carriage. But I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to start streaming more and get some more content put out. Keep you guys satisfied with at least, you know, somewhat regular streams. I know it's been a while. A lot going on. You can see just from the video that I've got moved things around a bit. So we're trying to get us set up so I've got a decent enough space to do builds, do streams and such. And then hopefully I've got these that I got for Christmas, 2 marble runs. I'll do these on stream as well sometime after the Trident is finished. And I've got the out of marbles stuff so that I can build the print. I printed out the case for the marbles, and then I've got the motor and that. So planning on getting some out of marbles STLs downloaded and printed out so I can build one of their kits or one of their models and set up. So we'll have some different ones going. But let me know what you guys think. Tune in for the build stream when I get it going, and everybody have a great weekend.